Elon Musk is buying Hasbro.
Elon Musk is going to own your D20.
Yeah. See every book that you have that's D&D, he's gonna. It's gonna.
Astarion is going to be owned by Elon Musk.
A Tesla's gonna roll up outside your house. It's gonna take all your D&D.
New Carlac Tesla is coming out soon. Actually, like, he could do that.
Yeah, he could. Welcome back to Dose and Dragons. Today we're going to have a quick chat about fear-mongering around Elon Musk buying Hasbro. And it seems to be a lot of people losing their mind a little bit regarding this.
Really? Like,
yeah.
Not mad out or...
Like, I've seen on TikTok, I've seen a lot of people genuinely very worried about it. Now, I know he has a bit of a history with kind of just buying things randomly because he's obviously a fucking billionaire. I thought we'd have a quick chat about it and just, like, try and put people's worries at ease a little bit, in the sense of it's like, it really is at the end of the day if it wants to happen.
Like, Elon Musk is an arsehole, and the CEO of Hasbro is an arsehole.
It's an arsehole. You're playing one arsehole and another arsehole.
So it's
so, well,
I don't think it's gonna change really.
No, not as much as people think, I don't think. But just I'll briefly run over this. I'm not going to go into mad detail because the whole thing gets a little bit political, which I don't want to touch. But just more, we'll have a discussion around what's going on. So if you haven't been in the loop, there was you might know this, Happy, as well. There was a recently the Making of DND book got released. It's covering the early years, and it's like an anniversary type book as well.
Oh, the 50 years. And
Yeah. And in that, there was like a blurb which essentially was discussing some of the early creators, and there was some things said that people don't agree with, and it caused this Twitter thread discussing all this and pointing out kind of what they were saying were inaccuracies and kind of people being just unnecessarily kind of bad towards some of the early creators like Gary Gygax.
But wait, people are upset that what a person has said 50 years ago.
No. So it's the current book. They're writing about the people who created D&D.
Oh, I thought they were.
Yeah, there's like
about what the person said 50 years ago.
No.
A different time back then.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you're saying that, because that's a lot of where a lot of this is coming from. But essentially, the writer of the foreword in that book has essentially been saying that somebody was sexist and all this on all these different bits. So it's caused this thread on Twitter. A lot of people getting heated, became very political, and Elon Musk chimed in twice. And the first tweet that he said, quoting Elon Musk, nobody gets to trash Gary Gygax and the geniuses who created Dungeons and Dragons. What the F is wrong with Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast? May they burn in hell. So the thread continued on. And it got, once again, you can read it yourself. I'm not going to go into it, but you can have a read of yourself and wherever you decide to lie on it. But essentially, the next thing, towards the end of the thread, Elon Musk chimed in once again, and just all he said was, "How much is Hasbro?" So all this,
he's a troll, man.
Yeah,
he's a fucking troll.
All this fear is coming from literally. He has 2 comments on that thread, and that's all it is. That's where all this fear is coming from. Fear mongering is coming from. People are kind of losing their minds a little bit, and I wanted to have a chat because I was like, I feel like this is, first of all, let's take the scenario where he does buy it. What changes?
Nothing changes, because Hasbro is owned by corporate men like Elon Musk. It's just because Elon Musk is like a named CEO.
Yeah. And,
like, you know what I mean?
And I think it's
literally no.
Yeah, with all the recent stuff that's happened with him as well, like, that's all. I think people are taking sides, and they're trying to like, I had somebody put forward the argument that people don't want to be associated with him if he owns the game, so they don't want to be associated with the game because he owns it. If he was to own it, is how people take it. But
that's a bit, I think that's a bit outrageous.
I think, how many times have people said before, separate the art from the artist, in a sense, and he's not even the artist. He's just somebody who has just had money and nothing to them.
Yeah.
So I feel like people are just going a little bit above and beyond for this, which I really don't think is necessary at all. At the end of the day, you've paid for these books. These books, like, he has had, if you take any of the D&D books that have been written up to this date, he's had literally 0 involvement for them. Are you going to negate all of that previous kind of workload, all that previous, like, backlog?
All the years of fun I've had with my friends.
Are you going to
disband because Elon Musk, a man who owns Tesla, has bought the company?
Yeah. Like, I don't understand.
I probably won't be buying probably won't buy the Tesla edition of
D&D. Yes, yeah, absolutely,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Or like the thing about D&D, man, is it's there's a reason why Hasbro hasn't gone like a proper monopolized D&D. They're doing it slowly, but the fans keep fighting back. But there's a thing like D&D is all up here, man. It's it's an imagination game, lads, ladies and gentlemen. You do not need a pen and paper or dice to play D&D. You just need your friends and talking to each other. And you can't put a price on that. You can't like own that. That can't be owned. You can't own someone's imagination. So that's hence the reason why they try to make these virtual games, these 3D platform, like the battles. What's the new one? I forgot. It's D&D. It's like it's the new battle map they're trying to bring out, and Hasbro's trying to bring out. They're trying to basically monopolize fucking D&D. It's never gonna happen, because at the end of the day, I can just go home and write a fucking monster and say, right lads, we're playing D&D, just roll dice there, and I never had to buy another Hasbro product again.
Absolutely. I think that it's just a little bit it's blown out of proportion, as if he's going to have such a huge, maybe future products, you might want to avoid those if you do not want to like currently support that sort of thing.
Hopes and Dragons do not support Elon Musk.
Absolutely.
We just want to put that out there, guys, before you think we're defending Elon Musk. No. Couldn't give a rat's about him.
No, and even and honestly, with that, like, we're not even trying to have a discussion around him. It's like, what are the outcomes of whether he was to take it or not? So he doesn't buy it; it stays the same. It's still in some corporate greedy cunt's hand, and it's still probably going to make steps towards this, trying to bleed as much money out of the fan base as much as possible. In both scenarios, you are fully in your right to look at other systems. We were only just talking about kind of how I've been having a look into some of the surrounding systems. Like D&D is only one system out of, how many did we say is going to AdventureCon? Like close to 100?
I don't know.
I want to say maybe 60, or let's say it's 60. Let's say it was 60 systems. Like, there are tons of systems. This is your reason to actually branch out and look at other systems. Do it. Do it. Yeah. You won't be disappointed. There's so many systems there. You might find something that clicks with you just perfectly. You might find a brand new setting that you really like. Like, this is not the end of your TTRPG games, is what I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to get out of this video.
Well, I would also, what I would like to get from this is from people is, don't discourage people from playing D&D because of
Exactly. Yeah.
If you want to play something different, fucking right, go ahead, try Daggerheart, try Candela Scourge, try Call of Cthulhu, try all these other mad systems. Use this as a gateway of you, but do not slate people for still playing Dungeons and Dragons, because they love it and have spent
years,
most of their life on fucking playing it. Like, I mean, that's all if anything, that's the only message I would like to get from this video.
Absolutely, I agree. I don't think it'd be fair to paint people with this brush for something that they've been involved in for fucking 20 odd years. Some people, if not even more. Like, Jesus, I think it's I just don't see the point in it. Like, if you are that concerned about it, that's fine. You make your own decisions. But dude, like, as a general,
don't slate other people.
Yes, and I don't think we need to be painting everyone with a brush. It's always going to be in the hands of some greedy fucking corporate billionaire, like, essentially. You know what I mean? It's always going to be making very unfortunate steps in this direction that we don't want it to be going. And if anything, it puts more. If anything, moving away from D&D takes power away from them as well. You know, if they are not as popular, not as big as the company is now, they won't have as much. They might not be as likely to make these decisions. You know what I mean? So I think it's like, if there's anything that you're afraid of right now with this whole situation, Elon Musk potentially buying Hasbro, do not be worried about it. There is plenty of other systems, and you'll be surprised at what you come across.
Support your local games. Support your own game shop. Support your local people who make TTRPGs.
Yeah,
we have one in Ireland, Dublin, fucking Dungeons and Naggins.
Dungeons and Naggins. I actually have my Dungeons and Naggins. It's over here.
It's a huge thing in now in Ireland. Like, it's like slowly becoming like a really. I think they're actually doing a play test down in the Venticon.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. They're quite active.
So just like, there are other avenues to go down and support. I would just say, go support. Just fuck the hate, man. Why go hate him? Like, fuck him, leave him alone. Who cares about him? Go support. Use your energy to support someone else than to hate on Elon Musk, who at the end of the day doesn't care. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Show a bit of love to someone who would actually care.
Yeah.
To simplify.
Put your energy towards something positive instead of something negative. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you're just going to stress yourself out if you focus on the negative.
100%.
And there's so many positives with potential, new friends, new games, new fucking new stories to unravel.
But then again, Baldur's Gate Tesla could be kind of cool.
Fuck off. All right, that's it. We're done. I've been Horse,
and I've been Happy.
We'll catch you next time.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
You can subscribe.
Slanga foul.
No.